I'm not dead, if you can believe that. It's been a while. Couldn't really think of anything else to make. I haven't made one of these in a while. Um, and then I was screwing around on Reddit, and so I'm doing this now. I'm one of these guys now. I'm screwing around. I'm on Reddit. It might be too late for me. So I got my non-specified drink in the opaque glass here. This is Neckbeard Nests, a classic. I know, a real classic. So I don't know. I'll just get started. You're gonna have to deal with my shitty computer webcam here. I don't have the other one set up. All right. So right off the bat here, looks like we got a true winner. Honestly, this just looks like my bedroom, like when I was a teenager. Actually, it's a little better than my bedroom as a teenager. You know, I wasn't always the pinnacle of cleanliness that you see before you now. Um, the only thing missing here is that there isn't random bullshit all over the walls, but I'm guessing it probably fell off. You know what? I'm gonna put on the old spectacles for this one, cause I don't know. I thought maybe there'd be I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this random shit. Chair, good. Uh, TV facing a different chair. I don't know why I didn't just turn that one. Possibly a desk here. There's no other ones. What I'm not seeing though, oh yeah, there's the bed. Okay, it's just a mattress on the floor with the computer that has one cord sticking out of it. And of course the Pokemons. You gotta have that, alright? Now here, this is my favorite neckbeard nest right here. It's called the U.S. military, alright? Or the U.S. Navy, actually. I almost went into the Navy once, but opted not to. Although I gotta be honest, for any recruiters watching, I don't think you're gonna want the type of person that's around here in this subreddit. I gotta be honest. Maybe they'll whip them into shape. I don't know. Rate my humble abode out of what, 10 or 100? See, this one's not that bad either. Back in the day, you used to get some real, like, biohazards, alright, for these neckbeard nests. Like, mountains of stuff. There was that famous one where two people went into someone's house and just straight up found a whole ass dead body in a chair. Classic, of course. This one's not that bad. Like, you take an hour to do some cleaning, this place will be spotless. You got the guitar rack with one guitar on it. Count them, two laundry baskets. Okay, there's your first mistake. If you're gonna have a neckbeard nest, you gotta just give up on the laundry basket. Okay, this shit's going on the floor. Not enough empty soda cans over there. Not seeing a piss bottle. All right. Close up of the guitar. Gum. All right. Deodorant. That's how I know you're not a Redditor. Okay, the deodorant. All right. You kind of duped yourself there. You kind of outed yourself there as a functional member of society. All right. Whatever the hell this thing is. Sonoran debt. I don't know what that. You got a book there. Oral-B toothbrush just sitting there on top of the pile. I guess that's a good place for it. You don't want to put it in the bathroom. People might do weird stuff to it, I guess. What does this say? Let's grow your business together. See, this person looks like they could be a functioning member of society, alright? That's, I don't know, that mind illuminated. The theory of poker influence what everybody is saying. That, you know what? This person, they're like a business major, I bet, in college. That's what's going on. Can't clan my room. Just can't. Doesn't compute. Yeah, I bet the English language doesn't compute. You got a picture of it here, Chief? You're gonna just tease me with this? I don't know. I don't know, man. All right, almost cleaned my. Oh, see, this is a clean one. This is good. This is all right. Nice. You got some dishes there to do. We got More dishes here. One person lives here, I bet, I guarantee. Also, the Dutch angle isn't really working for you, Chief. This right here, I could do this. I could live like that. Mattress on the floor, TV right there, some bullshit right there, a McDonald's bag, a second monitor over there. Alright. Computer set up. You know, I could do this. 2 chairs again. These people really like their chairs. Oh, this is the post cleaning. So this is after so this is the before. It's not really even a neck beard. That's not even really a neck. That's just like the end of a weekend. Like Monday morning, you woke up and you slacked off over the weekend. That's what this is. It's not even that bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. It looks better, but still. Ominous closet. Bedroom before and after. No sheets on the mattress, by the way. Unsanitary. Hold on a second. 3 monitors, okay? I know a guy, okay? He's got a setup kind of like this, like 3 or 4 monitors. He's got a full-size trash can right here. And it's just like 2/3 of the way full of nothing but sesame seed shells. Like, he eats and I don't even know if it's unhealthy, but a ridiculous amount of sunflower seeds, just like literal. That's not relevant to this, but the 3 monitors though. You got your games here, business here, Reddit on that one. All right, I guess I don't know. I only have a laptop. I can't relate. Well, there you go. You see, you kept the fan. It's not a box fan though. I'm gonna have to take points off for that one, but. Empty laundry basket. You did the laundry. Nice. And this is a bathroom. Does that count as a nest? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be uncleaned. Although this, I'm glad you got that bullshit. I don't know where you were brushing your teeth beforehand, my man. It wasn't your fault you got hooked. Teen mental health. Well, I'm about a decade past teenagehood, so I think I'll pass. Ooh, 2017. Yeah. Well, that's not that terrible either. This is just like some random crap on the floor. You gotta really get into it, you know? You gotta, if you're gonna call it a neckbeard nest, okay, you really gotta get in there and dedicate yourself to the cause, alright? You gotta have piles of bullshit over there, unwashed clothes, okay? You gotta have, like, living animals underneath the trash, okay? You gotta have, like, okay, you like this, but on steroids. More bullshit. You won't even be able to see the table, okay? That's what you gotta do. Mountain of crap over the table. There's a door. There's, like, a pathway on top of the bullshit that just, like, stamped down papers. Your homework from high school from a decade ago, alright? You got... You know, you gotta get more dedicated. This is just like a slightly messy room here. It's not even that bad. Okay. This is the after, I'm gonna guess. National Writing Month. Ooh. This one's a little more impressive than the other one. Got a bunch of other crap on here. What I'm gonna guess is a trash bag, it looks like. I think. Or blankets. I don't know. Your window's still open. Looks like you got one of those conspiracy theory walls back here with the red strings going all over the place. I don't know what the hell is going on there, but... And a bunch of trash bags. There we go. Yeah, gotta add that. Desperately need help. I don't want to live like this anymore. So, it's not that dirty, alright? What the fuck is this setup, though? Like, okay, you have one TV on the floor, okay? You got... This TV is on the floor. No bed over here, by the way. Let me just check. Okay, that gets off topic. Okay, no chair or bed here, maybe a pillow, another TV over here. I'm guessing this is old based on the TVs. Okay, a third TV over here. Oh wait, what's this? It looks like a fourth TV facing the wall, but none of these are facing the same direction. Okay, except of course the fifth TV, the small one, on top of the dress, next to this PTSD stricken teddy bear, alright, facing this way. The speaker here is in the middle of the room, behind this TV, okay? I'm just I'm just gonna pretend that that's not a sixth TV right there. Voice crack. An iPad, I think. The couch here, which may I point out, by the way, the couch is only facing in the direction of one TV, maybe two. Is this one person who's living here? I don't know. Oh, what is he playing anyway? Raptor? I'm guessing this is older. This, alright, you have an actual plant growing out of there. Alright? That's how you know it's bad. You've got life forms growing out of here. Lot of Flintstones fruit gummies here. One single peach, by the way. You want to finish that first. Banana hanger, no bananas. Can of soup. Alright. The rest of it doesn't look bad. The floor is pretty good. It's just a counter. You get that taken care of and you're all good. Okay? Oh. This one's a little better, alright? This one's a little bit better. This one's a little closer to the neckbeard thing, okay? Laundry room. I don't know how you're getting over there to do your laundry. Maybe you're not. Okay, you got Tough Flex, okay? Compensator trash bags here. A bunch of other crap. A styrofoam cooler flipped over. Of course, really adds to it. Bottle of Odo Band hanging on for dear life over here. Antiques up there, alright? That one's a little bit better, alright? That one's a little more problematic. Is this the after? Is this one of the after? Why do you have two? Alright, maybe you want to hook up more than one game. Like, this one's a little more sensible than the other nonsense. Like, you sit here, you want to play the GameCube, okay, you go on to here, you want to play the Xbox or the NES, you go on to that one. I'll give you a pass on that, alright, I'll give you a pass. And yet again, and these are not, I'm willing to bet, these are not even the same TVs from the other ones, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe, or it's a computer screen or a table. I don't know. At least 4 more TVs added to the collection. By the way, not facing the same direction. You're not just switching between them, alright? Why? Why? Are you like an IT guy? Are you like one of those people that fixes TVs, but you bring the work home with you, and so you just got 24 fucking TVs in your room? Alright? Clothes, Mario hat, no TV, alright? You're doing a little better there. You were doing better. Okay, you know what? I don't. This one's a TV. That one might be a computer. I think these are computers. Alright, you'll get a pass on that one, alright? A lot of light bulbs. I guess, I don't know, do you go through light bulbs that quickly? He's just being prepared for the apocalypse, you know. Okay, I think this guy may be like a guy who fixes stuff, maybe runs a private business in his house for his own sanity. I'm hoping these are not all his TVs. He doesn't just collect TVs and just hoard them together. My basis for that is that he's got all this shit over here and a bunch of extension cords. It makes sense you have a ton of extension cords. I have a ton of extension cords, okay? Any sensible person in their right mind has a lot of extension cords. This many TVs, though, I don't know. I'll try to sell some of these things as a first step approach. Yeah, start with the TVs, my guy. Is that more fucking TVs? Okay, no, they're just drawers. Okay, so he's clearly into tech though. He really likes his TVs though. No TVs. All right, never mind. One TV. Okay, you'll get a pass on the one TV. All this stuff looks like this is a garage, perhaps. Cleaning. Your luggage is just haphazardly dropped onto the TV. Alright? Good a place as any, or I'm gonna guess. I bet if you open that up, there's at least 2 more TVs in there. Alright? We're good. I'm good. I don't want to see any more from the TV wizard. Okay? Also, since I'm just noticing this now, one of the head mods on this Neckbeard Nest subreddit is a guy called Butt Raid, and he's got the title of Le Supreme Atheist. I can almost smell the stale Doritos and weak old Mountain Dew cans. Alright? Great going. Also, they got a bot on there as the head moderator. Good job. Current room. Don't feel motivated to clean. Yeah? Were you taking this with the same picture that they take pictures of Sasquatch? Alright, this one's a little not terrible. I mean, you got a bunch of empty food wrappers and clothing there. Nice chair. Okay, looks like my old chair I had before I broke it doing I don't know where I was going with that one. Nice computer setup, nice and basic, not sure what's going on up here, I don't know what kind of heavenly aura that is, but nice setup. What do you got on the computer here anyway? Minecraft, Microsoft Edge, 2 Microsoft Edges because you can't just have one. Google Chrome and whatever this crap is, okay? But the Minecraft, though, good. Man of high standards, alright? Oh, what is this? How do I make your room... How do I make my room presentable? Well, the first step is probably to finish building it, I think. What are you living in a tool shed here, alright? What is this? Are you living in that... Hold on a second here. You got a fish tank, and you got a lot of animal tanks. You living in a zoo here? It's like the TV guy, but for, like, wild animals. Not even upset. If you like animals that much, you like your lizards and your frogs and your fish and whatnot, more power to you, I guess. Actually, you know what? Run with that theme, okay? Decorate your room to look like a rainforest cafe, okay? Get some vines over here. Decorate the walls a little bit, get it a nice shade of green, maybe put some AstroTurf down here. All good. You gotta run with the animal theme here, that's what you gotta do. Also, clean up all of this shit while you're at it, I guess. When I first... Yeah, I wanted it. What? Sucks to be you, guy. Alright, anyway. 4-month... Oh, wonderful. Yeah, we're going to say those are coffee stains, okay? That's what we're going to say they are for these 4-month beds. Oh, I didn't need to see that. I didn't want to see that, actually. Yeah, those are coffee stains, of course. Nothing else. Nothing else. House nest. You spent last 3 years Rust gaming. Yeah. If you spent years Rust gaming, then... No shot. No shot. Hold on. You don't live here. I'm calling bullshit on this one. This is like a literal... This is like an abandoned house. You don't live here. This floor isn't even fit. That's like a concrete floor. Nobody's lived in here since the 70s, my man. No shot. Alright, this one, counts as, this is a proper neckbeard nest right there, alright? I don't buy that you actually live here, though. Alright, this is a little much, even for... This is like an abandoned house that people keep throwing shit in, alright? I'll give you the what, though. This is definitely a... This is the kind of... This is a proper thing. Oh, look. Floor. No, I want to see upstairs. Go back up there. Actual flooring. I can almost smell the cigarette smoke in there. Okay. This guy... Whoever owns this... Either they went into somebody else's house, or this is a 55-year-old man who's been living here since his teenage years and just never threw anything out. No, he's not a Rust gamer, though. I guarantee nobody living in this mess is old enough to have... Anyone who's playing Rust is not old enough to have accumulated that, alright? I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't even know. I don't even play that. I don't know anything. Maybe it's an old game. I don't fucking know. I don't know what I'm talking about. This, though, no, that's what I'm talking about. That's a proper nest right there. A proper hive. A proper habitat, if you will. Proper biohazard. Kind of like the Mexia supermarket. That one supermarket that didn't close properly. They left the food in there and then just abandoned it and all the food went bad. That's this. Alright. This one... This is the standard we gotta meet, okay? This is the standard you gotta have on here, Butt Raid, and Assistant Bot, and Gus 2155, and Arbavark. Oh, hold on. Neckbeard Nest ranking rules. Points rule. Alcoholic beverages, plentiful. I'm covered there. Signs of cannabis usage. I don't have that, granted. I can roll up a piece of paper if you want, but gaming setup, my gaming setup is a laptop, Chief. So I don't, so far I'm not doing so hot here. Signs of frequent masturbation, such as a pile of napkins. I don't have a pile of napkins, by the way. I'm not going to go any further into that because nobody wants to know that one. Signs of weebness. Posters, figurines, or a body pillow. The closest thing I have to this... Alright, here, let me just... So, I don't know, like a year ago, I did a 3 a.m. purchase and I got this thing. It's from this YouTube channel called Crusher P. They make music, and they got this, like, anime thing with a TV head. And one day it was like 3 a.m. and I was like, you know what? I need this. This is a thing I need to have. And now I do. Now I got one. So, that's the closest. Does that count? Is that a weeb thing? Signs of frequent fast food consumption. I don't eat fast food because I have standards, alright? Piss jugs. Don't have any of those either. I have a bathroom. I'm pretty sure these people have bathrooms too. I've never understood that one, but I don't know. I'm not a huge gamer. Cigarette butts and ash. Don't have that either. Don't smoke anything. Pot, cigarettes, or otherwise. Signs of feces. No, don't have that one either. Again, I have a bathroom. I'm not going to go into that one. Empty soda or milk bottles. Pretty much anything besides water. I got a bottle of Odoban. Does that count? It's not empty, but I got one sitting over there. So, I guess, all in all, the only thing I got on this list is the alcoholic beverage, okay? So, it's a strawberry daiquiri, by the way, if you're wondering. A couple days ago, we got some popsicles that were that flavor, and I was like, hey, that's pretty good, actually. They didn't have the popsicles at the store, so I just got the drink. Anyway, it's apparently one of the few types of alcohol that doesn't taste like battery acid. Anyway, the scale. Ooh, there's a scale to this. Alright. the larp beard nest. That's one. The trimmed beard nest. So this is apparently the larp beard. That's like you just crossed the threshold. You do LARPing, but it's like you go to the convention and you're wearing like a poorly thrown together Doctor Who costume or something like that. Trimmed beard, you're still taking care of yourself. You're not leaving your mother's basement very often, but you're not quite past the event horizon. The basic nest, okay, that's like, oh, I clicked on the thing, okay. That's like most of the ones we saw. There's some random crap on the ground, okay, not terrible. The goblin nest, this is the ones where it's like, you got two or three tables surrounding you, four monitors, okay, a bunch of random crap, that like colorful gamer chair, at minimum, two keyboards, alright? You got the whole setup there, alright? The skooma den, okay, if you're doing drugs, I guess. This is just like the advanced version of the goblin nest. This is like what I just described, but with a bunch of random bullcrap behind you and probably a lot of weed. The Caesar's Legion warrior nest, okay? Contrary to the badass name, this just means you spend a lot more time on Reddit arguing with people, and your room shows it because you've got like an entire just canteen, like those giant water jugs that they deliver to people's houses, just full of piss because you haven't left your room in 2 weeks. The neckbeard's nest, okay? That's like, again, the more advanced version of that, okay? But in this version, your body has become reminiscent of it, okay? You've gained 200 or 300 pounds. Complete neck beard, okay? Your face, it just looks like that homeless guy who went out into the woods and lived in total isolation for like 40 years. You look like that guy now. Stained t-shirt, okay? And if you really want to get into it, you're still wearing your old gym t-shirt from high school, okay? Doesn't fit anymore. It's torn, and it still smells like a dirty gym class, but you're still wearing it, okay? The true wizard neckbeard's nest, okay? This is where you got all the fucking, like, anime posters back there, okay? Maybe you got the, like, Gandalf staff just sitting here haphazardly against the desk on the side over there, alright? You got, I don't know, maybe you got a headset on. You don't have the wizard hat. You got a headset on. If you really want to get into it, okay, you want to go to the True Wizard Dungeon Master Neckbeard's Nest, okay, you get the headset, and it's got cat ears on it, okay, you got to go all the way in that one. A lot of Pokemon merchandise, too. If you're selling Pokemon cards, like you're buying them in the store and then reselling them online, like a scalper, okay, you're in the True Wizard Dungeon Master Neckbeard's Nest. And of course, the final one, the True Wizard Dungeon Master Neckmane's Nest, okay? This is only the highest class, the foulest and most destructive member of society, okay? You're a mod of minimum 20 subreddits, okay? You've got your own personal Discord, which there's more than likely a lot of porn being traded behind the scenes, okay? You haven't left your room in months, alright? All of these other things up here, the neckbeard points, you've not only met all of these points, okay, but you're all in, okay? You got jugs of piss lined on the shelves, fully displayed, okay? You got all the Pokemon merchandise, all the anime merchandise, okay? You got a whole harem of anime body pillows back there, okay? Fully stained, fully dry. These things can stand on their own, okay, in the middle of the room. They're basically sentient life forms now, alright? The highest class, okay? Oh, and then the first comment here is just the guy's like, what? Yeah, you're new. You're new to this, aren't you? The poor innocent soul, he's just like, what in the goddamn fuck did I just stumble into? Poor soul. Bro decorates his... If you start a sentence with bro, I'm already tuning you out, by the way. Just for the record. But in this case, I'll make an exception. But I gotta take a drink to it first. Bro decorates his bedroom like it belongs to a kid, but it's his, not his kid's, which he doesn't have. Probably could have figured that out. Get this, he's a millennial. Well, there's the problem. You have a standard for a millennial, okay? You can't have standards for millennials. Millennials don't have standards for millennials, okay? But he sleeps in a room that looks like it belongs to Gen Alpha. Does that make him a neckbeard? Well, you gotta see him first. If he's 400 pounds and he hasn't shaved in years, then probably. Oh, the Pokemon thing, okay? Yeah, I was talking about that. If you're like 30 plus years old and you got this much Pokemon merchandise, then more power to you, I guess, but it's a little weird. The 8-ball beanbag chair, okay, that's good. That's good. You can keep that one, alright? Not exactly sure what this is. Is that a shirt? You just have a singular shirt nailed to the wall over here, and that's just your only decoration? Oh no, you got a Pokemon poster over there, okay? Other than, I mean, it's clean besides that. You got a decent this thing. I feel like there should be a TV or something right there. Closet that just leads into the back rooms. There, so that's good. A backpack, probably from his last victim. Oh wait, there's more. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, other than all the Pokemon merchandise, it's pretty normal, pretty standard stuff. I don't know. He just likes Pokemon, I guess. Can't fault him there. I'm not a Pokemon guy, but I mean, I don't know. If you're into that, then as long as he's not reselling it online, then we're all good. Update to my setup I made myself. Yeah? Are you finished moving in yet? Looks like you haven't even unpacked this stuff. I mean, isn't that bad? 3 monitors, okay? All in decreasing size here until it gets down to the digital clock, by the way. You get bonus points for the digital clock, okay? If you got one of those, then you're nice and retro, you're good, alright? Window right there, unless that's a fire raging on the wall there because of all the computers you have that look like they're all plugged into the same outlet back there. Also, nice oriental carpet. I think I have this exact carpet too, believe it or not. Today will be your amusement, not mine. You know, when they're building these houses, you get the option of finishing the basement. You know that, right? Like they'll put walls and a floor, and they'll hide the steel girder going through there. Oh, what the hell? I want to know what that thing is. Oh, it's a pillow. Okay, my dumbass thought it was like a troll head. A giant troll head, like this is the hair and that's the face. I don't know. I'm looking too deep into a pareidolia. I don't know what this thing is, okay, but I kind of want one of those. It looks so dumb. And it looks like it's been impaled by this broomstick here. Alright, yeah. The dream catcher or the doily here. Not really adding much to this. Is this even a bedroom? Is this just like part of the back room somewhere and you just threw a chair and a TV screen back there and you're just like, works for me? Because if that's the case, then I don't know, it's pretty good. If this is your actual bedroom, then I think the first step would be to getting a bed in there. I think that's the first step. Spent the last 32 hours in that nest. So what, So there's a little bit to take in here. You have one of the most, Unique decorating scheme. What is this? Like classical music mixed with anime. Okay, nice poster, by the way. Just hanging up there, alright? No shame at all. More power to you, alright? You got, like, what, Nietzsche over here? Whatever the fuck this is. That one's good. You can keep that one, okay? The rest of this is weird. This one, that's good, though. That's good. I don't know what kind of abomination against God this is. Where's, where's the bed here, my guy? It looks like this is a back wall here. This is a closet. Okay, this is just a closet. Also, all the money on the ground. Yeah, you thought you were real cool. You got a couple hundreds, a 50, and then a bunch of singles. Another 100 here. Why? This is Monopoly money, isn't it? And you just have it on the floor like you thought you were badass. You're like, yeah, man. Look at all this liquidity I have on the floor here, dude. Look at all this cool shit. And the printer that's up on a shelf here, leaning half off, gonna fall on you and crush your head in your sleep. Good. Good for you, I guess. You get to live risky. Posted last here cleaned some of the mess. Not safe for work. Do I really want to go through the effort of potentially editing this? I guess. Wow. Oh god, the horror. A chair. Not that. Not really. Well, there's more to it. Okay. A jug does not appear to have urine in it. A lot more paper than you probably need. By the way, helpful hint from your former warehouse worker here. You want to put the heavy stuff on the bottom, because this is going to break through there and destroy all your games here, my man. And insurance ain't paying for that one. Alright? More games. A lot of paper, unless that's not paper in there. Renaissance era paintings on the wall. I mean, that's pretty good. That's good. I like me a good oil painting. You need to have them spaced out a little more, not just all clusterfucked onto the wall there. And on the door. Looks like you got 3 eviction notices here. Alright. You don't have a chair there. Oh, yeah, the chair from earlier, of course. The crucifix is just in the background. So, like, you're playing, you're about to do some, gooning on the computer. You pull up your whatever you're watching. You're about to get going, and then suddenly you see the crucifix here, and you're like, oh, but of course, I would never desecrate the holy laws. But drinking this much, whatever this is, Bush Light, okay, alright. If you're drinking Bush Light, then you've desecrated the holy laws, okay? You're going straight to hell for that one, okay? Just saying. Empty jugs here. Some sort of, whatever this is, risk. Just risk on the ground. And that's it. What was not safe for work about that, exactly? Unless there's a dead body hiding in one of these. No, I don't know, maybe these. Maybe this man getting brutally tortured over here is the not safe for work part. I don't know. Moved out, transitioned, lost everything in a messy breakup, and now work full-time remote job. From neckbeard nest to my cozy den. Gets better if you put the work in. Hold on. Panoramic. Cool. Oh, so this is good. It's like a time lapse. So he starts out on the back porch, moves indoors, turned gay, moved to a sunroom of some sort, stopped being gay over here, but he got the anime poster and started working out. Okay? I don't know. Also, it doesn't look that bad either, honestly. Nice, what does this say? Dabbing the fuck out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dock points for that, honestly. If you say dabbing, I immediately just... You're dead to me. You're dead to me, alright? Whatever this is, what is this? Oh, good lord, he's a fucking furry. Why? You were doing so well. You were... Okay, you said you transitioned, okay? That's going the wrong way. If you're going to be a furry, you're going the wrong way, alright? You're going the... It's too late. He's too far. He's too deep, okay? He's fallen in too deep, okay? It's too late for him. It's too late for him. What? It's way too late for him. It's way too late for him.
Okay, be honest. No. Have you been saying foundeo like this?
It won't let me mute it. No, I haven't been saying that, by the way. I haven't been saying jack diddly shit about that. Lady. Rude. Okay, I don't want to... I'm I don't even... You're a little bit... A little... yeah, I'm a little bedrock girly. I'm at least 80% sure that this is a man. Almost certain. Yeah? Well, at least you don't sound too upset about it. Maybe, well, at least they're happy about it. Maybe a little too happy. I didn't really need to know how happy you were about that. But, you know, pretty certain that's a man, though. Almost certain. Out in the wild. Saw the... Now, when you say out in the wild, what does that mean? You went over to someone's house and it looked like this, and they drank an unholy amount of Pepsi. Like, this looks like a grandmother's house, with the shades and the wall coloring. Did you just break into someone's house? You just walked into someone's house, the neighbor guy was out, and you're just like, fuck it, I got nothing else to do today, let me just walk in there, see what it looks like. That's what it was? You went out into the wild there? To my room 2 months ago, that I've been living like for 10 years or so. See, that's not that bad. It's like a pile of clothes and some crap here, and then that's it. That's a small ass room, by the way. A college student, maybe. Gonna go ahead and move on past that. What the fuck? How? This is the part that's facing down, right? Like the part that's facing the floor. How does this happen? Was a homeless guy getting in and he was clawing his way into your mattress every night? The mattresses, okay? The mattresses are always the worst. A book and creature nest. See, it's not that bad either. It's all organized. It's all in nice stacks. Stuff. You got stacks here. It's all on the shelves. Severed heads staring out in grim disdain, of course. No, it's not that bad. All that, and she stood me up. What does that even mean? You cleaned your room, mostly. You got a Pokemon ball there, okay? You need to wash your desk off here, Chief. I'm gonna just assume that it's coffee stain. I know that list earlier said it had to have presence of fecal matter. I'm just gonna preserve my brain and say that this is coffee. Yeah, it's a pretty standard. The Burger King. Okay, that's why you got stood up. You went to Burger King, okay? Whoever it was walked in here, they saw the Burger King hat, and they're like, nope, I'm out. I'm out. I don't know what being stood up has to do with anything. Upgraded the bucket. What, did you take this picture from your pant pocket? What is this? Okay, like 80% of the mess here is these two bins. If you got those out, you'd be all good. Dr. Pepper, that's just open and precariously sitting there. He upgraded the bucket. What does that mean? There's no bucket. There's laundry bins. Whatever this is. What is this? He's staring down into... This is the laundry bin. And he's staring down into the laundry bin, and it goes through into a pocket dimension. I really don't get out much if you can't... Oh, your messy-ass room. This is a little more par for the course, alright? This is definitely... You know, you can't see anything in there, mostly because it's zoomed way the hell in. Zoom out a little bit, my man, but... You know what? It's alright. You know, pretty good hive here. You know, you dive into the caves underneath here and you can live in there. There's probably a body under there, but you know. Yeah. In my early teens period, had a week-long panic attack from my trauma being... Wow. Well, this isn't funny anymore. Mental health been a sort of crisis since, bed rotting a lot. Well, I don't know, I'll give you a pass for that one, I guess, but this doesn't look too bad, though. I don't know, maybe an hour or two you can knock most of this out. Managed to claim victory again. He claimed victory over his... oh, shit. You didn't claim it, you just straight up deleted everything. You just came in there with a bulldozer and you just swept it all out the door, except of course for this classic TV here with the VHS, alright? I'll give you points for that one, okay? You got if you're watching VHSs in this day and age, good for you. Good for you, alright? Also, nice floor here. Looks like it came straight out of a kitchen from the 80s. Is that hard to get onto this bed? Or does he have a cat? Another TV. Three TVs sitting over here. Is this the same fucking guy from earlier with the 20 TVs in his room? Another TV. Okay, well, he got rid of the TVs, so we're doing good. No, oh, there's the pillow. Never mind. Need a paint job. You need anything on the walls. A poster, a picture. Okay, literally anything. Other than that, I don't know, you're pretty good. Ah, look. This woman is deeply concerned by the, heart demon that she's being forced to carry as punishment for her sins. Embarrassed by how bad it got. Well, yeah. The cat. This isn't even your cat. It just walked in because it thought this was part of the outside. What is going on over here? Looks like you got a gemstone collection over here. Uneaten food. Bunk beds. 2 people share this room. And the other person is probably dead and buried under all that. Not bad. Oh, what the fuck? This doesn't really count as a neckbeard nest, but honestly though, this, like, I have a microwave, okay? We have a microwave here. That thing hasn't been cleaned in at least 2 years, and it's nowhere near as bad as this. I don't know. This is like 10 years worth of just random shit. Not even stuff that's supposed to go into the microwave. Like, this guy's just throwing raw meat in there. Okay. You failed to... Oh, I think this is the guy from earlier. This is the guy from, this is that guy, right? Round vehicle. Yeah, it's the same guy. Alright. You failed again. You failed at what? Oh, this is earlier, isn't it? This is 5 months ago. 4 months ago. Okay, so this is earlier. So we're going back in the lineage here. I don't know, this isn't that bad though. Like, this just looks like you didn't have anywhere else to put this stuff. Other than that, it looks like it's all good. Got a lot of... This guy really likes VHSs and DVDs. Clearly. Okay, well now this one's a little worse. But this isn't the same room though. It looks like you're living in a 1950s diner here. Of course, you got the speaker falling off the bed into the wall there. The TV tray laying there. Is there really no better spot for that? This is an unusable bed now. Interestingly decorated backpack, might I add. Half-eaten computer. You haven't finished that off yet. You're saving it for leftovers. Yeah, this is pretty good. Again, not sure what you were going for here. You're really into NASCAR, maybe. Nice desk, though. I got a desk that kind of looks like that, but it's a roll top. Which is, makes it automatically... Wait a minute. I know those light bulbs. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Wait a second. This is the TV guy again. It's the TV guy again. He's got to work repairing TVs. That's what this has to be. Nobody just gets that much enjoyment out of having this many TVs. He runs a private business or something, okay? The TV guy, round vehicle for 4885. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't look that dirty, okay? I mean, if this is your workspace, that's pretty good, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to see that guy again. You know what? He's made progress. Too many TVs, though, unless you run a private business. If this is just your private abode, okay, you have this many TVs. This guy just really loves TVs, okay? He just collects them on the side. He goes to the store and, like a old Victorian child passing a candy shop, he presses his face up against the glass. He's like, "Ye gads, Jarvis, behold, another television machine." I don't know what. Oh, not safe for work stuff again. We'll get to that in a minute. Nice box fan. Laying sideways, pointed straight towards the side of the desk. Yeah, I mean, most of this looks organized. It just looks like you got too much crap in there. Skull and crossbones flag. That's good, just in case, you know. Just in case you happen to see a frigate passing by in the late of night. A lot of hats. A lot of a Minecraft backpack. Alright. A fake cat. You just got a fake one. You couldn't get a real one, I guess. That's not terrible. Alright. Now to the juicy stuff. I hope there's nothing too crazy, because I really can't be fucked to edit this. Landlord's living condition. That's not... Okay, well, this is a little bit worse, admittedly. Your TV's fucking... This is not a... Okay, your TV is just half broken here, okay? You have 2/3 of a screen. I don't know what this is, but it needs to not be there. Your, like, plastic wood paneling wall here, okay? Looks like he just moved into the set of the Golden Girls after the show ended. A lot of clothing, alright? I don't know where you're living. This is the kind of place you go out into the woods and see an abandoned cabin and you walk inside and it looks like this. And to back that up, the can of Folgers coffee, okay? Any deep woodsman has a can of that sitting around, of course. Wait a minute. Oh, it's in Texas. There was a joke there somewhere, but I couldn't think of it. Haven't had enough of it. Okay, I'm willing to bet this guy is pretty old, though. Like, I don't know. This guy's probably like 50, because you got the old school posters that have been on this wall since the 80s. I don't know what it's talking about. It's just his mattress there. Okay, the door is broken. Okay, you got to get that fixed, my man. Someone is going to come walking in when you're in the middle of doing some weird shit, and you don't want to have that conversation, okay? You just don't. That's a great place for a clock behind the hanging Christmas lights. You're trying to communicate with a ghost behind the wall there. That's a good spot for a box fan, right next to the cooler. The tarp here, I don't want to know what's behind that. Yeah, the vinyl flooring. It's chemicals and apple juice. That's what that is, okay? It's apple juice. It's apple juice, alright? We're going, my God, how many of these do you have? He's storing them in bags. He's actively putting them in bags and keeping them. He's keeping them for a reason. Okay, his mind is beyond us. He's got a grand plan here for that. Long weekend project cleaning out my crafter gremlin nest and moving the desk. How do you even get in there? Got the whole cat the cat has more room on there. Okay, you know what? Marked improvement, alright? Notable improvement. The carpet needs some work, but you know what? Other than that, you're all good. You're all good. Yeah. Maybe get this worked out, though. I don't know how you do any crafting there. Okay, well, you didn't need to clear it out that much, okay? You could have left the table there. But, you know. Okay, so you just turned the table around, I guess. You went through all that effort to turn the table around so you can face all of your waifus here. Or whatever the man equivalent of a waifu is.
Both the police and animal control come out. Because, alright, so on today's extreme cleanup job, we had both the police and animal control come out. Because, boy, was this project unlike anything I'd seen before. Every inch of this place is crawling.
Jesus Christ. Look at that. Oh, my power cord fell down. This is like, yeah, no shit. The people had to come in with the hazmat suits. The police had to come in. This is like literally, this is condemned.
Before. Every inch of this place is crawling with buggies, and there were over 8 cats and dogs that were living here. Literally, as we were taking out the furniture in this place, bugs are still crawling on them.
You just burn it. You just burn the house down at that point, alright? Like, I know, it's the joke. Everyone's like, oh, you found a spider in your bedroom? Guess you gotta burn your house down. But this is like, it's too far gone, okay? You can clean that house as much as you want to. You can scrub it down. You can get into the walls. You can put the tent over it and, like, spray the inside. It's not getting rid of it, okay? Black mold, insects, probably undiscovered life forms living in there.
And animal control had to pull some miracles for some of those critters still in that house. So here is the first look at what we're working with today. We could barely get the door open, and as you can see here, most of the kitchen has been barricaded off. And this is the other room we'll be working on. The gang and I got suited up and started going to town.
I wonder how much these guys are getting paid for this. It's probably not enough. Alright.
On this place. It was no joke, man. Bucket after bucket, we just did not stop until...
Hold on. Wait a minute. I know that you are not pouring this chemical biohazard into the public waste. Okay. People are gonna get diseases from that. This is how zombie viruses start, okay? This is how the Z virus starts, alright? Because of shit like this is how the cordyceps from The Last of Us get in and infect the people. It's because of shit like this. Because you're just dumping whatever unholy abomination of a fluid that is into the public waste. I know that goes into the sewers, but you shouldn't be trying to make it any worse. It goes to the public waterways, okay?
We just did not stop until it was all gone. And honestly, I don't blame the guys here. When you get in the zone, you just gotta power through until lunch. But after the first day, we got this room down to
you're not having lunch after that.
here, which is crazy that we're able to do that in just a day. We did find a little issue here in the ceiling that
A little issue. A little issue. Yeah. To be fair, that is probably the most minor issue going on here.
we'll need to address later, but we'll get there when we get there. But now we're getting to move on with our cleaning and disinfecting portion.
Now, see, that was what I'm talking about. Those.
We'll get there when we get there. But now we're getting.
You're not cleaning that out, okay? That you're gonna tear down the walls and it's gonna be all on the inside, okay? You're not cleaning this out. You just the house needs to be torn
move
down.
on with our cleaning and disinfecting portion here. So while the gang's doing that, we got our $50,000 hydroxyl machine killing off odor and sanitizing the air. Totally worth it. Now for this kitchen area, we got a little bit more demo to do.
I'm just gonna hope that plunger belonged to these guys. And this, okay, don't even clean this out. Just get rid of it, okay? First of all, this is like an outdoor sink area where you clean fish at, or like clean animals at after you've, you go hunting and you come back and you clean your animals here. I don't know why it's inside, but it looks like he was cleaning animals there at it. Alright? Just get rid of this, the whole floor. Alright, the whole floor.
The mold and water damage here has totally ruined the drywall and the sink area.
Really?
We'll start by taking care of that by chipping away at it, sweeping it under into our bins, and taking it off into the dump. And I mean, honestly, just look at the cockroaches here that fell victim to our chems. It's insane. After a bit of that drywall removal, we got to town on the countertop.
Alright, there, you see, they're taking my
advice.
advice.
It's crazy. So we got that up and out of here into the dump truck, and as you can see, we could just see this black sludge coming out.
Yeah, take it in.
Yummy. We also took up the baseboards here, which was hella satisfying. And then we locked in here getting tons of cleaning done. We scrubbed, we mopped, we vacuumed, we swept this unit down head to toe. And after enough time, we finally got to do our ozone treatment. This is like our finishing touch before we call this project complete.
Yeah, I think you skipped a few steps here. It looks like you put in a new floor and walls, which is good, and you needed to do that. But
And after that, we got this living room from this over down to this. And we got this bedroom from this down to this.
yeah, imagine moving into this house. You got your bedroom here. Your bed is on this wall there, nice and clean. And then you stumble across this video and you see your bedroom used to look like that,
It's
okay?
like anything I'd seen before. Every inch of this.
Okay, you see the wall that you're currently leaning against as you watch the video, it used to look like that? Nah. Oh shit, I've been doing this for an hour already. Alright, well, I'll do one more of these, okay? Pro tip, don't let it get this bad. Okay, don't let it get this bad, okay? Whatever you're about to show me here, it's not this bad. I guarantee it. See, it's not even that bad comparatively. This is like an hour of work and you got this clean, okay? You just got this like one load of dishes, maybe 2 loads of dishes here. I don't know what this is, but yeah, I mean, this house has the weirdest decoration ever. What is this? Is this like a cabinet? It's got lights in it. A display case? Alright, you know what? A nice place. Just do the dishes and you're probably got like halfway done. Alright? Yeah. Not much to say there. Pretty standard. What the Is this like a bent monitor? Is it supposed to do that? Did you just punch it one day and it bent like this but it still worked and you're like, Whatever, just leave it. I don't know. Anticlimactic way. I should have ended on this one. Honestly. Who the hell lives here? These guys. That's who lives there. Alright? The guy who lived there is dead and he's underneath that. Alright, whatever. That's it. We're good. An hour and 5 minutes. We're good. Alright?